Hey guys, welcome back once again, and today we are going to be treating our baby goats for lice. So we got this product here we're going to share with you guys. This is permethrin. It's a 10% permethrin, and we're going to show you guys how to mix it and all that. And the reason we're going to do this is we've noticed, and a lot of you have noticed, that our baby goats have been sitting there scratching and stuff like that. And it's not uncommon for goats and all kinds of livestock to get mites or lice, but the lice that these baby goats have, they are actually from chickens, and supposedly they do not transmit to people. You can carry them, but they don't bite you, they don't live on people or humans. It's strictly just like dogs and goats and cattle and stuff like that. Yeah, I've done a lot of research on it, but every year we usually do this anyways, just as a preventive, because we're fixing to go into the springtime. And if you guys got dogs and cats and all that, you know how fleas and ticks, they start right before it starts getting warm. It seems like they start hatching and they start taking over your animals.
We have ticks bad.
Yeah, so you guys see all of our wooded pastures we have.
Yeah.
When you have wooded pastures, you got more animals than just your livestock. You got squirrels, rabbits, deer, coyotes. You got all kinds of stuff coming and going. And they play as host for all these parasites, whether they be lice or fleas or ticks. So that is where this permethrin comes in handy. A lot of farmers will actually spray down their barns with this stuff. It is very safe. We actually spray our dogs with it in the summertime. We might go ahead and do Daisy now. They don't like it, I'll tell you that much, because it
has a strong odor.
It has a strong odor. We're going to mix it. What we're going to do today, we have I think this is a 32-ounce spray bottle. I picked this up on Amazon. I'll try to leave a link down below to some of this stuff. And if you guys are curious of any of the stuff we use for our livestock, I'll just remind you once again, for those of you that do not know, need to slow down, blah, blah, blah. We have a link down in our description of all our videos, and it's actually a link to Amazon. And what it is like a little folder put together that has all the stuff that we use on our farm. If you guys see us using something, I don't talk about it or always leave a link down in the description. There's always a main link to Amazon in our description. And we try to add all the products that we do use. We don't get paid for saying that or anything like that. We do get pennies on the dollar if you guys click on the link and buy the product. But we're not promoted by any of these products by no means.
It's just our preference, like what we actually use.
What we use and what we like using that actually works. We're not going to share anything with you that don't work.
Exactly.
So for this 32-ounce bottle, what we're going to do is mix a ½ ounce of this permethrin. And on most of these bottles here, you can see that it comes with an actual measuring thing, like a little measuring bowl right here. And that's 1 ounce, but it actually has a ½ ounce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add that to the bottle. And then we'll fill the bottle up with water. That way it gets mixed good. So there's a ½ ounce. You got it? And even if your measurements aren't precise, this isn't something that is gonna kill all your animals if you're a little overdosed. So
now, what Kevin did not mention is we actually looked at the kids' coats to inspect their coats to see if we could actually see any lice. We did not physically, see any lice, but when
they don't have a major infestation, but they are scratching.
Exactly, which when you see them do that, that is a sign that they've got a start.
Right. We're actually using this as a preventative because we haven't actually physically seen them, but they are scratching, and it's fixing to be summertime. And we're fixing to open the big pasture back up for the mamas and the new babies. And once they're in the woods, it don't matter if it's wintertime or what. If the temperature hits about 65 degrees on a good sunny day, the ticks start coming out, and they will actually get on these babies. And sometimes if they get in a big nest of these ticks and fleas, it can drive them crazy,
and
itching.
Seed ticks.
Seed ticks. We got a lot of seed ticks around here because of all the deer. So I'm going to go fill this up with water, and we're going to head to the barn and see if we can't catch all these little babies.
Yeah, they're a little older now and a little bit quicker, so it's going to be interesting.
We'll see you at the barn. So guys, like I said earlier, we're doing this as a preventative because if you see your livestock start scratching and stuff, it's a good idea to try to get a head start on it, because if you do get a major lice infestation, it will attack your chickens, it'll attack all your livestock, they'll get on your goats, and you think you're treating them, it lives in their bedding. Now, if we had a major infestation, what would be ideal is to go into the barn and clear out all their bedding, all the hay on the ground, mix a big batch of this up on a bigger sprayer and spray the whole premises, spray all around the barn, because once you get these lice, once they take off, they are hard to control. So, like you guys seen, I got a lot of comments here recently, why is your baby goat scratching so much and this and that. We've noticed it too, and we check them, we don't see it, but we're gonna go ahead and spray. We're gonna try to spray all the babies for sure and see if we can't get most of the mamas, just to make sure we do not get a infestation of this lice. All right guys, I got a bucket full of feed. I got Daisy's feed, got the permethrin mix in the spray bottle. We're gonna go ahead and feed them. We're gonna use the advantage of the new feed bunk we built. I'm gonna feed them, and that should line them all up in a straight row. And I'm gonna sit here and try to spray them right behind the shoulder blades, and then we'll go after the babies. Hey, no, girl. Oh, there it is. There it is right there. Alright, so if the mama's got food on their mind, they're not going to run away. And if they do, they'll come right back. So I got this on kind of a light, steady stream. And what I want to do is try to hit them right between the shoulder blades. Just like that. There's the baby there.
That's crazy. He's already eating grain.
Yep. Goats will start eating hay and grain when they're pretty young. So most of these don't even know I'm spraying them. Some of them do. You just want to kind of avoid their eyes, because it is kind of oily, and it might burn their eyes if you get it in them, so you want to be careful. And you can pretty much always tell the ones you got just by looking at their coats. And it don't hurt to spray on down the back some.
It's not going to hurt them, just don't get it in their eyes.
Right.
Is what you're saying.
And if they do get kind of scared and run off, just wait a minute, because they know that food's there and they'll be right back. I want to get his eyes.
All them babies over there watching you.
They're like, what's he got? What's he doing? You get Tiny watches over here. Tiny don't care.
That's the one goat that's figured out the jump gate.
Yep.
Which she's usually not real bright. So I'm kind of surprised she figured it out, but. Uh-oh, they'll run away.
Alright, now I'm gonna come up behind them. So I can get a little better look at the ones I didn't get.
Well, you shut the gate on me.
Sorry. This would be a good chore for the kids, as long as they didn't get it in their eyes.
Hey there, little one. You got one right behind you, sniffing your pants.
Little baby.
Yeah.
No, look at this one. He got smart.
That was the firstborn right there, isn't it?
Yep. For some reason, I keep wanting to call that one Jack. I don't know why.
Well, That's a good name, Jack. We'll just name him
A
Jack.
lot of people call him Zorro, and I can't even remember all the names. We haven't officially named anybody but 2 Socks, and that's just because that's a given. All right, now we got these little baby rabbits jumping everywhere. Look at this. They're going crazy. Daisy, you ready for a little bit? All right, so Daisy, I'm gonna grab her collar because she hates it.
Okay, girl. It's okay. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
There's 2 Socks right here. You didn't know. This will help you guys. Look at all these goats. Look at that. I gotta get a picture of this.
They made a fort.
Yeah, they got a fort. I think they're hiding.
Oh, they're so funny.
Okay, I think we pretty much got them all. Make sure there's no one hiding.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, look at this.
What?
So,
oh my gosh.
the chicken that lives with the goats out here is a Americana.
I don't know if you can see that. Let's.
And look at this. She's got a hole in there. This is actually still warm. She must have just laid it. So
Oh my
she's got a hole in there that the goats have been eating out of this hay bale. And she laid an egg in there. I've actually got a bunch of these saved up, ready to go to the incubator. We might actually get that turned on because I just about got enough to fill it up.
Look, that is so funny.
They got a fort for sure. See anyone I didn't get that's really obvious?
There was. Let's see. Tiny said, "I want some
Tiny, I got
more."
you good.
You got that one. He's wet.
Yep.
He's definitely smart.
Yeah, he is. Look how big he is. It's crazy.
No. Did you get Tinkerbell?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Yep. Our net's pretty wet. And I'm trying to not get it into the feed or the feed bin. I'm trying to be careful. Kind of aim for the rear ends.
What about Ginger?
Yeah, I got
Ginger's down
Ginger
here.
for sure.
Okay. Let's see. Everybody does look like, now this one right there. Boy, they're quick. Good thing we didn't have to actually catch them. We would have never got them caught. You know what?
No, no. Not now.
Did you see
It
him?
is. They jump straight up in the air.
That is hilarious. I don't know if I caught it on video or not. Tawny, be nice. Be nice, Tawny.
All right.
Tawny.
So everybody's covered, and that should be it.
Did you get her?
Yeah.
She's looking at you.
They're all good.
Okay.
Yep.
Boy, that little one's wide.
Yeah. Yeah, just come back. I already got you. You can come and eat.
This is so funny. What are you doing in there? Are you playing? I could sit out here for hours.
Better look under here. Nope. Man, they're just growing so fast. Alright, so we got everyone covered. These little goats are getting smart. I think it's actually time. In my next video, I will probably be setting up their creep feeder, and I'm going to start feeding them in here. You can see you got a couple of them that's already figured out how to get in here because somebody broke these boards here. When Dutch was here the other day doing a video, I talked about the difference between this, which is cedar. Cedar is a very soft wood. It's not really good for stuff like this. And then you got oak, like this, and It's strong. It's not gonna break like the cedar did. But yeah, I got him. I can see his back's
Yeah.
wet.
I was just checking on him because he was sitting
He
down.
was sitting there eating. I seen him.
Okay.
He was trying to be sneaky.
I love him.
Now, one bad thing about when these babies start eating, it will freak you out. Because what happens is they're used to drinking milk from their mama, but they get interested and curious and they start eating grain and they actually get choked up very easy because they try to eat really fast and they're not used to it and their mouth gets really dry and their throat gets dry. A lot of times you'll hear them and see them start coughing and it'll kind of freak you out because it's like they're choking. And a few times we've had it happen where it seems like they got it lodged in their throat, and I actually went and ran and got a syringe and filled it with water and started squirting it down their throat because it seemed like they weren't breathing and a lot of foam and stuff was coming out. So when you start feeding these babies, you want to be very careful. And I'll touch up on that on my next video. I'll try to do my next video over this creep feeder and start feeding these baby goats on their own. That way they don't get trampled trying to eat over here. As you can see, we got a few that are smart. And looks like we actually only let a few goats in the back. I know 1 or 2 knows how to jump through the jump gate, but I think we got 3 back there right now.
And a baby. Well, the
babies.
Go underneath.
Yeah, I left that like that on purpose.
But yeah.
Nope, they're all gonna be able.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're all figuring it out now.
Great.
But Daisy keeps them out of here when there's food, so it's not that big a deal. All right, you do your job and hey, you do your job and keep them goats out of there. Alright guys, so in the last, these goats are funny. In the last video, I showed you guys the other herd, our pygmy Kiko herd. I'm gonna open this gate real quick. We had some new babies born over there. We're gonna go take a look on them. We're gonna take a look over there and see how they're doing.
Good.
Alright.
Get in here. Okay.
Alright, so everybody's covered over here. Let's go take a look at these new babies.
Part of living on the farm. It's like an Easter egg hunt.
Free-range chickens.
Free-range chickens. You never know where they're gonna lay. Do you, Mo?
Come on, Mo. There you go. Now we gotta save some for the mama goat because I think she's in the barn. Excuse me. And these guts are little and they'll knock you over too. Alright, let's go find the babies. I think she took them in the barn. Luckily, the weather's still nice and they were born. It's like 50 some degrees today. It's not freezing like normally when we have kids. So, don't have to worry about heat lamps or anything like that.
Aww.
Oh, they're in the corner. I guess she's
Out there eating.
Yeah, I didn't even see her. They're napping.
Well, I need
Here, you go get one.
One? Oh my gosh, they're so tiny. Oh my gosh.
Bring them out here in the light.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh.
They pretty much look identical. Oh, of course they're boys.
You're boys, but you're so cute.
The streak continues.
I just like to take them in the house and snuggle them. Yeah. I love these little pygmy mixed goats.
Yeah, they're actually really good goats.
They're so playful.
Yeah, they
like
got little
usually.
nubbins. Now that is one thing that we've noticed on the pygmy babies, the pygmy Kiko babies, the smaller babies. They are way, way more playful than the bigger breeds.
Like this morning I was, did you tell them already about, I
No.
was drinking my coffee and looked out. I was drinking my coffee this morning and looked out the front window and I seen little tails just a wagging by the mama and I said, oh my gosh, twins. And they were already jumping and like playing and running.
I wonder if you put them down if they will.
I don't know. It was their nap time. I kind of disturbed them.
Yeah.
That was this morning, though. Usually all our goats are way more playful in the mornings. Oh my gosh, look at this one's coloring. Hi!
Yeah, that's what I was saying in the last video. These are the 4th generation of Jerkface.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yep. Because you got Jerkface, you got Jerkface Jr., which was the one that knocked my teeth out. You got Chip, which is the 3rd generation, and these are his babies, the 4th.
Oh, they're so pretty. They have the prettiest little faces.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what some of the other mamas throw out.
Oh, they're so cute.
Little
Oh.
tails go crazy.
Yeah, that's the first thing I seen was their little tails a wagging this morning.
But they got all this hay and straw over here. They're going to go back over there and make their little nest, I'm sure, and stay warm. It's been kind of drizzly and rainy, but that is nothing to goats. As long as it's not freezing temperatures or sub-freezing temperatures, you don't want them getting wet and then being out in the freezing temperature. But if it's in the 50s and they get a little wet, it's not going to hurt them. But they got this barn to get in. They got the inside over here, and then they got this whole lean-to part where most of the goats get in there and sleep every night. And Mama will come and see to them every so many hours. Then she'll go graze or forage and get a drink of water, and then she'll come back and feed them and do her thing. If one of them starts crying, usually the mamas will come running. So it'll take them a couple days, probably by tomorrow or the next day. They'll start venturing out from the barn, and then their new favorite spot will be right underneath that hay bale right there. Every year, just like in the other pen, all the babies love sleeping underneath the hay bales.
They like those rocks too, though.
Oh yeah, once they're about a week or 2 weeks old,
Yeah.
then the rocks are their favorite play toy.
Oh, they're so cute.
Well, they look healthy. We'll probably wait a day or two, and we'll give them their selenium orally. And we'll probably wait a few more days. We normally don't ear tag these babies, but we might. I don't know. We'll see if we got some old ear tags.
We haven't in the past. We've never ear tagged these goats over here.
No, because we usually don't keep very many of these.
They're for our pets, basically.
And they're boys, so we're not going to be keeping these for
Yeah.
sure. But
we
I
love
don't
and
know.
enjoy them while they're here. That's no
yeah,
doubt.
for sure. So we'll be having some more boys for sale here pretty soon as they're weaned, of course.
Boys are taking over the farm. Me and
Yeah.
Kaya's gonna have to recruit something. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to go buy another animal that's female. Equal it out.
Just had some chickens. All right, so it looks like they're going to go to bed, so I guess we can wrap this video up. Yeah, we'll let them go take a nap. Okay, so we're going to come over here to end the video, but one of the babies started crying, and Mama was like, hey, something's wrong. So you can see she's the mama. Definitely look at her udder.
Aw, she's a good mama.
Yeah, that's why we ended up keeping her last year. I think I talked about that in the last video. That bucket actually has some feed in it, but she can have all she wants. Alright guys, so there you go. That is how we treat our goats and our dogs for lice or fleas or ticks. And like I said, even though ours does not have a big infestation, babies have been itching and scratching, so we don't know if it's like mites or just lice. But if it is lice, normally it's just from the chickens. Just about all chickens and birds carry mites and sometimes lice. And there are other non-chemical things you can use. You can use diatomaceous earth and spread it around on the ground. And I think you can even spread it around on their backs and stuff. But we've had better luck with the permethrin, so that's just what we do. We've never had anyone get sick or any weird side effects or anything due to it. And it works. It works really good. So if you guys have that problem, that's something you guys could consider. But check with your vet first if you're not sure, if you're not comfortable with it. We're not professionals or veterinarians or scholar doctors or anything else. I'm a trained doctor.
Aren't you Cherokee MacGyver?
I'm a Cherokee MacGyver, but I'm not a doctor or a medicine
We
man.
reference Dr. Pole quite a bit. If you guys have ever watched Dr. Pole,
Yes.
I don't know what channel he's on. Anyway,
Discovery Channel, I think.
you can learn a ton from him, and he is a veterinarian.
Yep.
So he's got some great advice. And
Right.
we've actually used a lot of his advice before.
So with that being said, don't take our advice and just expect everything to be professional.
Hunky-dory.
This is just what works for us. And when it comes to using medicine or any kind of chemical, be sure to check with your vet first and see what they recommend. Don't take our word for it. This is just what works for us. Just be clear on that.
Yep, we've had a lot of trial and error throughout
Over
16
the last
years.
16 or so years.
Yeah, we've had a lot of hard lessons. So, yeah.
And we're still learning.
Yeah, you never stop learning on a farm. So.
But once you learn what works and makes your life easier, you don't forget it. I promise you that. And that's why we do the YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
To try to share it with other people
so
and new people.
So you can learn from what we've had to learn the hard way a lot of times. So.
But, I mean, like I said, we still learn from you guys. Just like showing this video, I'm sure we'll get some comments that says, why don't you guys try this or that? And it might be something that we're not aware of or even heard of. So we encourage you guys to leave the comments and let us know what you guys think or what you guys do on your farm or whatever.
We like the interaction for sure.
Right. Just keep it positive.
We can always learn from each other. None of us are usually experts.
No.
So.
Nope, not at all. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet. Leave a comment.
Hit the notification bell.
All that good stuff.
Ring that bell.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Thank you.